Focus is an extremely important foundational skill in dog training. After all, if your dog isn't paying attention to you, you won't be able to teach them much of anything. This video will demonstrate several beginner-level exercises to develop your Pooch's focus and attention skills. Remember, anytime you are training a brand new skill or behavior, you should start in a distraction-free environment so that Fido or Fifi can fully concentrate on the lesson. We want to set dogs up for success from the start. Exercise 1, the eye contact focus exercise. This is an introductory focus activity that teaches your pup that it is fun and rewarding to pay attention to you. Start by holding a treat in your hand. Show it to your dog, and then move the treat off to one side, out of your dog's reach. Patiently wait for your dog to look away from the treat and refocus on you. The instant he glances at you, click the clicker or give your positive marker word and give him the treat. Repeat, repeat, repeat. At first, it might take some time for your dog to look at you. She might jump up, bark, or paw at the treat first. Wait it out. The very moment she finally glances at you, click and reward. In time, that eye contact will happen more quickly and will be more prolonged. Some dogs will learn simply to lock eyes with you and won't even look at the treat. Early on, though, that eye contact may be fleeting, so timing is everything. If you don't give your dog a click or a yes quickly enough, you might miss the opportunity to mark that behavior. As a variation, you can hold a treat in each hand and hold both treats off to the side. If your dog is more play-motivated than food-motivated, you can use a tennis ball or a tug toy instead of a treat in your hand. When your dog looks at you, reward him by tossing or offering the toy. Exercise 2, the name game. This is an activity that trains your dog to look at you when you say her name. With practice, this will be a fantastic way to get your dog's attention in any situation. The name game is also a great way to teach a puppy or newly adopted dog their name. As with any new skill, begin in a quiet place with relatively few distractions. Say her name in a cheerful tone of voice. When she looks at you, mark the behavior with a click or a yes and give the reward. Don't ask your dog to do anything else. The reward is for looking at you when her name is called. Once your Pooch understands that you want them to look at you when they hear their name, challenge them a little further by gradually increasing the distraction level in the training environment. Exercise 3, targeting or touch. This is an activity that teaches your dog to focus in a different way. The object is for your dog to touch their nose to your palm. Present your open palm to your dog. Many dogs will naturally move their nose toward your hand, but you can rub a yummy-smelling treat on your palm if you'd like to encourage him. The moment you feel your pup's nose touch your hand, say touch, mark the behavior with a click or a yes, and reward. Repeat this a few times until your dog seems to be getting the hang of it, and then you can experiment with changing the position of your hand. Try having your dog aim to the left and to the right, up high and down low. With practice, Fido can learn to follow your hand, and you can use this skill to guide his movements and positioning in obedience training. Exercise 4, refocusing after a distraction. This activity is a little different. The purpose of the refocus exercise is to teach your dog that it's more rewarding to pay attention to you than to anything else. There are a couple of different ways you can work on this skill. Method 1. You'll need 2 types of rewards for this method, a lower value reward and one that is of significantly higher value. For example, you might use Fifi's usual dog food as a low value reward. It's nice, but nothing special. For the higher value reward, use something Fifi really loves, such as bits of cheese or chicken, or even a toy reward. Start by dropping a piece of low-value food on the ground and let Fifi go get it. Watch and wait patiently for Fifi to stop sniffing around on the ground for more food and refocus on you. The moment she does this, click and give her the high-value treat. Repeat this several times. You should notice that with practice, Fifi begins to spend far less time sniffing on the ground and refocuses on you much more quickly. In fact, some dogs who learn this trick really well won't go for the dog food on the floor at all. They know you have something better. Method 2. This is a more passive version of the activity. If, while you're out for a walk or in a training session, your dog becomes mildly distracted by something, try this. Simply wait for Fido to become bored by looking at this distraction and look back up at you, and then get really excited and reward him lavishly for refocusing. This method works well when the distraction isn't so interesting that it's all your dog can focus on. If your dog starts to fixate, you might need to back up and create some distance before Fido is able to refocus on you all on his own. If you find yourself doing all sorts of silly things in a fruitless effort to get your pup's attention, decrease the difficulty level and make it easier for him to do what you'd like him to do. The trick is to challenge your dog while still making it possible for him to succeed. For more information about using clickers as training tools, check out the video description. You'll find the link to our clicker video there. Subscribe and be notified when we post new content. Thanks for watching.